Hey guys, Chad with Pure Media Systems. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're out in Prosper, Texas, finishing up phase 2 of a media room here that we've been working on. We're going to hop into that right after the intro. All right, so phase 1, a couple months ago, we came out here and mounted a 85-inch Samsung Q80 TV. That's right here on the wall. We're going to be, as you can see, the room is pre-wired. We've got front speaker right here, center channel, and front right. What we're going to be doing is moving up the cables for the right and left speaker right here. We're going to be using the Klipsch PRO-250RPW LCR in-wall speakers, the reference premier in-wall speakers from Klipsch. They have two 5¼ inch woofers and a 1-inch titanium horn-loaded tweeter. To match that, we're going to, for the center channel, we're going to be moving the center channel cable up a little bit and putting a RP640D from Klipsch, the on-wall reference premier speaker. We're also going to be in the closet here. We're going to be installing a Denon AVRX 1600H. We're going to put a new Apple TV 4K along with their existing Blu-ray player and a Control4 EA1 bundle. So they'll have a universal remote, be able to control everything with the closet door closed, and get music and everything else in this room. So like I said, this is phase 2. Phase 1, we came out, mounted the TV. We ran all of the cables, ran HDMI cables, Ethernet cables, everything through the wall. As you know, coming out over here. The room is pre-wired from the builder, but we've gone ahead and added the HDMI and everything else in so that we could come out here for phase 2. As you can see here, like I keep mentioning phases, we do like to work with our customers within their budgets and scope of work to help them realize their dream media solution for whatever they're wanting to do here. So to fit within their budget and how they wanted to realize their dream media room here, we're doing it in 3 phases. So first phase was the TV. You can always watch TV and movies with just the TV sound until we can get sound out here. Next phase, we're doing the front sound stage. Like I mentioned, the in-wall speakers and the on-wall center channel. We're also doing a Klipsch SPL 120 12-inch subwoofer. The next phase, we're going to finish out the 7-channel room here with 2 side surrounds and 2 Atmos speakers, as well as dimming lights, light dimmer, and some other things in the room for some smart home features. So as you can see here, we have the RP640D. It has 6 3.5-inch cerametallic woofers, 2 active and 4 radiators. We have the single 1-inch titanium horn-loaded tweeter, which matches all of the reference premier lines. So you can use this with in-walls like we showed you here. You can use them with towers if you don't want to have a stand and the big, let's say you have RP8000s, you don't want to have a stand with the big RP504C. You want to put this on the wall just like this. It's a great solution. So also inside here we have the glass base, as you can see here. So very, very nice looking glass base. Pull this out of the plastic. So this can mount like this, can mount like so, or it can mount vertically, depending on how you want your design to be done. So we're going to go ahead and get to work on moving the cable up. All right, so we've got the RP640 mounted here. As you can see, it's mounted perfectly center and right below the TV. We've got the speaker cable. What we did is I pulled it up through a little hole right behind there, pulled enough of it out to where there's enough for basically to be a pull string if we need to pull more cable down from the wall plate or the Ethernet cable. The Ethernet cable is going back to the central panel for the networking still. And we have enough for a service loop for the speaker cable as well. So try and think a little bit in the future so we're not losing our ability to pull other cable there or anything else in the future. So we're going to replace the wall plate there and get to work on the in-wall speakers, the RP640, or excuse me, the PRO-250RPW LCRs. We're going to pull up the cable here. We're going to be able to cut a big hole there, so it'll be a lot easier than just working with a little pinhole there to get everything through. All right, guys, so now you can see we've got the PRO-250RPW LCR speaker installed in the wall. The grills are fully magnetic and seamless. See, they go right on here. These, of course, can come out at any point you need them to. But what's really nice about the Pro models, as you've seen in some of our other videos, and I'll include a card up here for those as well, and in the description below too. You can pop off the grill at any time and put on a paint shield. So this is just, they're both magnetic, they pop right on there. So whatever point you go and paint the room, you can, now this, the speaker's protected, you can take a spray gun to it, roller, anything else, done with it, pop it right off, speaker's protected, and pop the grill right back on. Also, if you ever want to paint this, I recommend using a rattle can or a spray. Don't use a roller, otherwise you're going to be poking toothpick in every single little hole here. There's a lot of them. You can follow the instructions in the manual. Basically, you take this felt piece off the back, spray. You can spray down the grill, put the felt piece back in, pop it right back on the wall, and now the grill is color matched to your wall. It's that simple. This is essentially the exact same speaker or components that are inside of the RP5000F tower speakers with the 5¼ inch woofers and the 1-inch titanium horn-loaded tweeter. So the nice thing about the Pro reference Premier line of the Klipsch in-wall speakers and in-ceiling speakers use the exact same components of the tower speakers as well as their bookshelves. So again, all right, so give you a rundown of what we've done here. We've got the 85-inch Samsung Q80 mounted on the wall. We've got the PRO-250RPW LCR for the left and right in the wall, and we have the RP640D as a center channel. What we did is we pulled up the cable, the speaker cable from the wall plate down here, pulled it up, and the same on the other side. Also down here we have the SPL 120, the 12-inch reference Premier sub from Klipsch. We're using a episode wireless subwoofer transmitter kit so that we didn't actually have to run any additional cables or anything. The subwoofer cable is actually wired to be right there, but a customer didn't want it in front of the door, and it's kind of a nice or over there. So we've got it over here in the corner, and it actually, corner loading the subs helps with the acoustics and everything, and actually sounds great in this room. In the next phase, we're going to be putting in the side surrounds. We've got one there, another one right here, and then we're going to be doing the Atmos speakers as well. They're wired for the rear right here. We're probably going to rewire it and have it in the middle here. Let me zoom out so you can see, so that it's more balanced between the... All right, guys, so we're back out here at our Customers in Prosper finishing up his media room. He wanted to go ahead and move forward with finishing this up, the 5.1.2 Dolby Atmos media room with Klipsch speakers here. So as you can see here, we've got one PRO-250RPW LCR from Klipsch. We've got the RP640D, and then up here we've got the other PRO-250RPW. On the side over here, we've already gone in and cut one speaker in. Just got a little carried away and went ahead and started before we started recording. We've got the, we went ahead and to save a little bit of money with going with the surrounds and Atmos speakers, a perfectly reasonable place to go down a level or two in the Klipsch lineup. Still going to sound fantastic and pair nicely with all the speakers. Usually want to keep your front sound stage within the same series, and it's okay to change the surround and effect speakers a little bit there. So we've got the PRO-25RW LCR, which is the step down, so reference versus the reference Premier that's in the front. So we've got the reference here, and go ahead and spin the camera around so you can see. All right, so same grill, pop this off. Looks the same here. And with these, the horn can pivot. They don't have as wide of a dispersion pattern, and the horn can pivot here, left and right. So we went ahead and removed the gang box and cut into that already. This is what it looked like on the other side. We're going to have the Atmos speakers there, and also we've gone ahead and replaced the dimmer here. Or replaced the light switch with the dimmer from C4. This is the Essentials dimmer. We've got a black switch with the black faceplate, the screwless faceplate. It's a really nice look here. You can see it toggles on and off. Customers getting new fixtures in here. They're going to have dimmable fixtures here. These are not dimmable fixtures yet, but the fixtures will be installed any day here. So we're just finishing up our portion. We've gone ahead so far and programmed the custom button 3 to toggle the lights on and off. Once the dimmable fixtures are in, we can program, as you've seen in other videos, program the other buttons to do like 20%, 50%, and then toggle on and off, for example. Lots of options we can do here. So we're going to go ahead and get cutting on the rest of the speakers. All right, so we've got the two PRO-25RW LCRs. We've got one here. We've got the PRO-250 LCR on either side, and then of course the RP640D on wall center channel, and then the other PRO-25RW LCR. We're going to be putting in the Designer Series 8-inch in-ceiling speakers, the DS180 CDT. All right, so I've got you zoomed out here. We've got our laser level here on our tripod. You see we've determined the in-ceiling speakers are really far back. This is a normal view here. I've zoomed back in. They're really far back behind the rear row. They usually spend most of their time in the front row here. And this, obviously I've moved this forward now so that I can get everything measured out here. Left the rear seats for the moment for measuring purposes. But we're going to be relocating those in-ceiling speakers to be right between the two rows so that both rows get an even Atmos experience here. So see, what we do is we take our level, we figure out between the studs, and we take our laser measure, or laser level, excuse me, and determine where we're going to go. We actually have another laser measure that I use to make sure that I measure in two spots, basically right here and then over here, to make sure that the laser level is straight. So that it's not crooked, because just because we have a straight line does not mean that it is straight in the room. So that way it is even across the room with the rear wall, so that the speakers are actually in line with each other. So what we are going to do next is the customer wants it lined up with the other wall, or the speakers be lined up with the existing wall plate. So I'm going to take the laser and line everything up there. So we're going to get moving on that, cover everything up, and get cutting. All right, guys, we're just wrapping up here. Going to finish cleaning up. I wanted to give you a quick overview and demo of everything we've done. So we've obviously worked with this customer. As you can see in the video, it's been 3 phases so far. We've got the 85-inch Samsung Q80 TV, got the PRO-250RPW LCR from Klipsch for the front left and right. In the center, we have the RP640D on-wall speaker. Then we've got the PRO-25RW LCR on either side here for surrounds. And then in the ceiling, we've moved from here where it was pre-wired to the center. We've got 1 and 2. We've got the DS180 CDT, the 8-inch speaker. They're up here, you'll see a little mark. The drywall was not put up very well from the builder, and the paint started chipping. So customer is going to just paint that up, since he painted the room himself. So in the room over here, or in the closet, we've got a bit of a mess in here with all of their stuff. But we've got a EA1 controller from Control4, an Araknis 110 8-port switch, Apple TV 4K. We've got an LG Blu-ray player the customer had, and the Denon 1600H. Said going to finish up buttoning up everything in here. But we are just working on doing all of this, cleaning all this up. So, and of course, can't forget the SPL 120 right here, the 12-inch subwoofer. So I'm going to go ahead and, one other thing. Of course, we did install the essential dimmer from Control4 in black, as well as a black screwless wall plate. So going to take a step back and give you a demo of the system. All right, so we have programmed the favor button here just for toggle on and off. The customer is getting new sconces put up in here, so we're not going to program the dimming settings yet because they will not apply for the new light fixtures. So we can toggle this on and off just like so. So we're going to go ahead and turn off the light, and we will go ahead and do a demo.
Right now, you're listening to where cinematic audio has been. Because we are so used to hearing sound this way, we don't notice that it is merely a fraction of what its potential could be. But what if sound could be extraordinary again? There's no need to wonder, because you're listening to Dolby Atmos. With Dolby Atmos, audio can precisely move in any direction within this theater, whether the sound sweeps from the back, to all the way in front, arcs overhead, or moves anywhere in between. Today, you will feel every dimension. How does that sound?
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Of course, this is a full Klipsch 5.1.2 Dolby Atmos system, all controlled by Control4, and of course, the display is the Samsung Q80 QLED TV. If you're wanting a system like this and you live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area in Texas, please give us a call at 972-905-0556. Again, that's 972-905-0556, or email sales@puremediasystems.com. I'll, of course, have that down below in the description as well as the bottom of the video. If you enjoy videos like this, we really appreciate you considering subscribing and giving us a big thumbs up and hitting that bell icon to give notifications of future videos. Thanks, guys, and look for the next video.